Hollywood famous actress of her time. Have you heard the name Cybill Shepherd? Watch now. Cybill Shepherd's life story. Cybill Lynn Shepherd, born February 18, 1950, is an American actress and former model. Her first film and breakthrough role was as Jacy in Peter Bogdanovich's coming-of-age drama The Last Picture Show, 1971, alongside Jeff Bridges and Timothy Bottoms. She also had roles as Kelly in Elaine May's The Heartbreak Kid, 1972, Betsy in Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver, 1976, and Nancy in Woody Allen's Alice, 1990. On television, Shepherd played Maddie Hayes on the detective comedy drama Moonlighting, 1985-1989, opposite Bruce Willis, for which she won 2 Golden Globes for Best Actress in a Comedy/Musical TV Series out of 3 such nominations. She later starred as Cybill Sheridan on Cybill, 1995-1998, for which she won her 3rd Golden Globe Award as Best Actress in a Comedy/Musical TV Series. Her first major TV role was as Colleen Champion in the 1 season of the nighttime drama The Yellow Rose, 1983. Her later television roles included Phyllis Kroll on The L Word, 2007-2009, Madeline Spencer on Psych, 2008-2013, Cassie in the television film The Client List, 2010, and Lynette Montgomery on The Client List, 2012-2013. Early life and career. Shepherd was born February 18, 1950, in Memphis, Tennessee, the daughter of Patty Nashob, a homemaker, and William Jennings Shepherd, who managed a home appliance business. Cybill was named using a name blend that referred to her grandfather Cy and her father Bill. While attending East High School, Shepherd won the Miss Teenage Memphis title and represented the city at the 1966 Miss Teenage America pageant at age 16, where she won the Congeniality Award. She competed at the 1968 Model of the Year contest at age 18, making her a fashion star of the 1960s and resulting in fashion model assignments through high school and afterward. According to Shepherd's autobiography, a 1970 Glamour magazine cover caught the eye of film director Peter Bogdanovich. His then-wife, Polly Platt, claimed that when she saw the cover in a checkout line in a Ralph's grocery store in Southern California, he said, "That's Jacy," referring to the role Bogdanovich was casting and ultimately given to Shepherd in The Last Picture Show, 1971. First experience of fame. Her first film was The Last Picture Show, also starring Jeff Bridges and Timothy Bottoms. The film became a critical and box office hit, earning 8 Academy Awards nominations and winning 2. Shepherd was nominated for a Golden Globe. Shepherd was cast opposite Charles Grodin in The Heartbreak Kid, 1972. She played Kelly, a young woman for whom Grodin's character falls while on his honeymoon in Miami. Directed by Elaine May, it was another critical and box office hit. Also in 1972, Shepherd posed as a Kodak girl for the camera manufacturer's then ubiquitous cardboard displays. In 1974, Shepherd again teamed up with Peter Bogdanovich for the title role in Daisy Miller, based on the Henry James novella. The film, a period piece set in Europe, was a box office failure. That same year, she launched a singing career, releasing a studio album Cybill Does It, to Cole Porter for MCA Records. It was panned by Village Voice critic Robert Christgau, who wrote, "Her voice is surprisingly pleasant, but you'd never know how these songs sparkle." Since Cole didn't like to do it with, or to, women very much, maybe the do is as hostile as it sounds. In 1975, she made her next film, At Long Last Love, a musical that was directed by Bogdanovich, but, like Daisy Miller, it flopped. Shepherd returned with good reviews for her work in Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver, 1976. According to Shepherd, Scorsese had requested a Cybill Shepherd type for the role. She portrayed an ethereal beauty with whom Robert De Niro's character, Travis Bickle, becomes enthralled. A series of less successful roles followed, including The Lady Vanishes, a remake of Alfred Hitchcock's 1938 film of the same name. Already sitting in on an acting class taught by Stella Adler, Shepherd was offered work at a dinner theater in Norfolk, Virginia, and turned to friend Orson Welles for advice. He encouraged her to get experience on stage in front of an audience, anywhere but New York or Los Angeles, away from the harsh big city critics, and so she moved back to her hometown of Memphis to work in regional theater. Return to Hollywood. In 1982, Shepherd returned to New York and to the stage when she played alongside James MacArthur in a theater tour of Lunch Hour by Gene Kerr. The following year, Shepherd went back to Los Angeles and was cast as Colleen Champion in the nighttime drama The Yellow Rose, 1983, opposite Sam Elliott. Although critically acclaimed, the series lasted only one season. A year later, Shepherd was cast as Maddie Hayes on Moonlighting, 1985 to 1989, which became the role that defined her career. The producers knew that her role depended on having chemistry with her co-star, and she was involved in the selection of Bruce Willis. A light-hearted combination of mystery and comedy, the series won Shepherd 2 Golden Globe Awards. She starred in Chances Are, 1989, with Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan O'Neal, receiving excellent reviews. She then reprised her role as JC in Texasville, 1990, the sequel to The Last Picture Show, 1971, as the original cast, and director Peter Bogdanovich reunited 20 years after filming the original. She appeared in Woody Allen's Alice, 1990, and Eugene Levy's Once Upon a Crime, 1992, as well as several television films. In 1997, she won her third Golden Globe Award for Cybill, 1995-1998, a television sitcom in which the title character, Cybill Shepherd, an actress struggling with hammy roles in B-movies and bad soap operas, was loosely modeled on herself, including portrayals of her two ex-husbands. In 2000, Shepherd's best-selling autobiography, Cybill Disobedience, How I Survived Beauty Pageants, Elvis, Sex, Bruce Willis, Lies, Marriage, Motherhood, Hollywood, and the Irrepressible Urge to Say What I Think, written in collaboration with Amy Lieball, was published. That same year, Shepherd hosted a short-lived syndicated talk show version of the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, but left the show in early 2001. In 2003, she guest-starred on 8 Simple Rules as the sister of Kate Hennessy, portrayed by Katie Segal. She has played Martha Stewart in 2 television films, Martha Incorporated, The Story of Martha Stewart, 2003, and Martha, Behind Bars, 2005. From 2007 until it ended, Shepherd appeared on The L Word as Phyllis Kroll for the show's final 3 seasons. In 2008, she joined the cast of Psych as main character Sean Spencer's mother, Madeline Spencer. On November 7, 2008, Shepherd guest-starred in a February episode of the CBS drama Criminal Minds. In 2010, Shepherd appeared in an episode of No Ordinary Family, and in November of the same year she guest-starred in an episode of $H**. My Dad Says. Shepherd appeared alongside Jennifer Love Hewitt in the 2010 television film The Client List and then in the 2012-13 series based on the film. In July 2012, Shepherd made her Broadway debut in the revival of Gore Vidal's The Best Man at the Gerald Schoenfeld Theatre alongside James Earl Jones, John Stamos, John Larroquette, Kristen Davis, and Elizabeth Ashley to positive reviews. Shepherd appeared as a mother grieving the death of her daughter in Do You Believe? 2015, a Christian-themed movie produced by Pure Flix Entertainment. Political activism. Throughout her career, Shepherd has been an outspoken activist for issues such as gay rights and abortion rights. In 2009, she was honored by the Human Rights Campaign in Atlanta with one of 2 National Ally for Equality awards. She has been an advocate for same-sex marriage. She was present at the opening of the National Civil Rights Museum in her hometown of Memphis, to which she lent some financial support. Personal life. In her autobiography, Shepherd revealed that she called her mother in 1978, crying and unhappy with the way her life and career were going. Her mother replied, "Cybill, come home." Shepherd went home to Memphis, where she met and began dating David M. Ford, a local auto parts dealer and nightclub entertainer. She became pregnant, and the couple married that year. Their daughter, Clementine Ford, was born in 1979. The marriage ended in divorce in 1982. In 1987, Shepherd became pregnant by chiropractor Bruce Oppenheim and married him. They had twins, Cyrus Zachariah and Molly Ariel Shepherd Oppenheim, born during the 4th season of Moonlighting. The couple divorced in 1990. In June 2012, Shepherd became engaged to Andrei Nikolajevic. By 2015, the engagement had been called off. Religious beliefs. Shepherd has previously described herself as a goddess-worshipping Christian pagan Buddhist. In October 2014, Shepherd said that she had returned to her Christian faith. In 2023, Cybill Shepherd told the Las Vegas Review-Journal, "I started at the top and have been working my way down ever since." In many ways, she isn't wrong. After all, her career started with a bang. After making her professional debut in Peter Bogdanovich's 8-time Oscar-nominated The Last Picture Show in 1971, Shepherd landed a string of huge roles throughout the 70s, starring in The Heartbreak Kid, Daisy Miller, At Long Last Love, and Taxi Driver. Shepherd was en route to becoming one of the biggest stars of her generation. Yet in the late 70s, she announced her retirement from the industry. However, she continued acting in the 80s, primarily making appearances on TV shows and made-for-TV movies. She returned to stardom in 1985, with a lead role opposite Bruce Willis in the TV series Moonlighting. This was followed by her own fairly short-lived show in the 90s and a few TV roles throughout the 2000s. Despite reviving her career, Shepherd never really reached the Hollywood heights everyone had expected her to. So, whatever happened to Cybill Shepherd? Let's take a look. Cybill Shepherd didn't always receive great reviews for her early work. A quick glance at Cybill Shepherd's CV, and you'll find plenty of A-list projects, from the multi-Oscar-nominated The Last Picture Show to the Martin Scorsese classic Taxi Driver. However, although Shepherd appeared in plenty of well-respected projects, her performances themselves weren't always critically acclaimed. As critic Jean Shalit once stated about her performance in the 1975 musical comedy At Long Last Love, via Rolling Stone, Cybill Shepherd cannot walk, talk, much less sing. Later, Shepherd even agreed with part of the statement. He was right about the walking and talking part, but I actually sang pretty well considering it was all done live without overdubs, she wrote in her online biography. She added that another reviewer once suggested that she had all the charm of a hamster. Whether or not these harsh criticisms were true, it's clear that Shepherd wasn't exactly a critical hit at the beginning of her career, which may explain why her career never fully took off. Cybill Shepherd's affair with Peter Bogdanovich turned her into the fallen woman. In the 70s, while making The Last Picture Show, Cybill Shepherd began an affair with the film's director, Peter Bogdanovich. Cybill and I kept saying this was just during the filming of the picture, Bogdanovich told Vulture in 2019, less than 3 years before his heartbreaking death. We were not going to be going out after the movie's over. But we fell in love. A major Hollywood scandal ensued. Bogdanovich and his wife divorced, and images of Shepherd and Bogdanovich filled the tabloids. As Shepherd told Rolling Stone of the romance, "If you think of a person as a circle, I had a huge wedge of myself that was empty, which was confidence. And he helped fill that. And then he helped me get to the point where I could do things to fill myself up." However, public perception of the pair wasn't exactly positive, and Shepherd was harshly judged for the scandal. In fact, Bogdanovich's producer told him he couldn't cast Shepherd in his 1976 film Nickelodeon. He told Rolling Stone, "There was a kind of mood in the town." Clearly, the scandal did nothing to help Shepherd's burgeoning career. Cybill Shepherd had 3 children and moved to the Valley after her affair with Peter Bogdanovich came to an end. Cybill Shepherd married twice. First, she tied the knot with David M. Ford from 1978 to 1982, then, she was married to Bruce Oppenheim from 1987 to 1990. One of her main goals was to have kids, something Bogdanovich hadn't been interested in. He already had 2 kids with Polly Platt and didn't want any more. "I really wanted to have children," she told Ventura Boulevard. Shepherd had 3 children from her marriages, from her first, a daughter, and from her second, twins, a boy and a girl. Her children quickly became one of her main focuses. She moved to California's San Fernando Valley and began living a more quiet life. "I just thought the Valley was a better place to raise kids. The Valley is down to earth and my kids went to school here," she said. Plus, I wanted to avoid the tour buses that you get on the other side of the hill. Cybill Shepherd had an alleged feud with Bruce Willis. From 1985 to 1989, Cybill Shepherd starred in the ABC series Moonlighting, a series about the owners of a detective agency. Shepherd starred alongside Bruce Willis in the show and, according to most accounts, the pair had a very tumultuous relationship. In his book Revenge of the Nerd, their co-star Curtis Armstrong revealed the nature of their working relationship and, spoiler, it wasn't very good. Bruce and Cybill were called to set at the same moment so that one would not have to wait for the other, Curtis wrote. On one occasion, Shepherd allegedly threw a briefcase at a wall during an argument with Willis, via Radar Online. According to Curtis, their feud might have been a result of a short-lived fling between the 2 co-stars. Shepherd herself has spoken of their initial flirtation. I was very attracted to him, she said to Extra, adding, I would never act on it, 'cause we were both very attracted to each other. Still, Shepherd maintained that she has nothing but love for her former co-star. That's all for today. How did you like my video? Please like, share and subscribe. To see similar videos, subscribe to our channel and visit our channel.